It looks like I'm white. Play this opening is pretty good. It's nice and balanced. I've been liking it so far. E3 threes right away. I don't think it really matters too much which direction I go, but I kind of like this one better. And just extend here. And he can go here or here because he has the ladder. But if he's going to keep pushing, I'm just going to keep extending because I'm building a wall to this side. And he's not getting a lot of points here. So as long as he's willing to push, I'm going to just keep extending. Because like all these moves here are making like maybe 2 points. And then he jumps. Okay. Not sure what I want to play here. I could just enclose. I could try like a Chinese thing. Playing high just doesn't look good to me. I could also just leave this for now and approach here or here. All of that seems okay, but I think I'll go with the enclosure. And if he tries to invade here, then I just start a fight. He encloses this one. That's pretty interesting. I think I'm going to go ahead and approach here, just because I don't want him to get an enclosure here too easily. So now if he pincers, I can probably just Tanuki and sacrifice it. But if he leaves it, I can always attach later. If he plays like this one, I also will probably just Tanuki to this side. Okay, so this one I can make a base or attach. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do something on this side. I can split because I have a 2-space extension on both sides. I can also play something like this and then get a base that way. But I kind of like the split. Seems very balanced, I guess, because I'm reducing this side, and then no matter which way he goes, I'm getting something. I can also try to go this far, and then when he goes here, I get a little bit extra. Or I can even Hane and connect, and then the corner still has some weaknesses, so I think I like that one. And if he tries to pincer or do anything over here, then I just can push here and take the corner. So yeah, I think it probably would have been better if he approached from this side. I extend here, and then he could kick and try to start a fight, because I would have to extend over here, and then I still have some weaknesses over here. But this way, I think this was a little too easy for me. And he's trying to surround this. Doesn't look that bad. I think I can give him some influence here because this kind of cancels it out. And attaching here, it feels like I should be able to live pretty easily, or even just jumping out here. But I'll attach first, see what he does, see if I get a little bit extra. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and do this one because he can Atari here. But I can go here, and if he captures, I Atari, he goes here, I connect, and then his shape on the outside is very weak. And now I still have a peep here. But I'll save that for later and just jump to make sort of a base here and to kind of connect to the outside. Pushing here I don't think really does much, because if he goes here I just connect, and if he goes here I just play here, and there's no capture or any Atari he can do there. So yeah, I'm just going to keep extending, and he still has this cutting point that he has to worry about. Playing at the top side or this side is very big. If he cuts me off here, I can just live here. Or if he tries to get rid of the eye, I just play here. And I don't think he can really cut me off or kill this. So I think it's okay to Tanuki now. He does have some influence here. So now's probably the time to try and build something on this side. This feels like it'd be a little bit too close to the wall. So I'm thinking this one seems like a good distance from both. And I can also kind of go for like a shoulder hit here, or even just playing here to build something over here next. So it feels kind of painful to do this, but it looks like it's plenty of points. I'm connecting my groups, and he just has a stone floating here now. So I think I'm okay with allowing him to press me to the third line, because now I don't think he can really attack anything. And even if he runs out here, I can still split. And there's still some weaknesses with this here. And now he's kind of created 2 weak groups, so I don't want to let him connect. So I'm just going to jump here, which is threatening to play this one to capture this stone. And I can also push this way, which is attacking this stone. I could push one more time, but when he goes here, he's kind of building a Moyo here. And I want to attack this and not have to worry about reducing. So I think I'm going to leave this for now. Everything should be okay. and I'm just going to come back to attack this stone. And if he tries to run away, I'm kind of fixing my corner weaknesses, and he doesn't really get much. So this seems interesting. Just running out would be bad, so it feels good to try and probe here. So here I would normally do this one, but if we play the Joseki, I feel like this one kind of gets in the way. We'll find out. I think it's okay. But just playing here and letting him get some influence on this side doesn't feel very good. And even if I can't kill this, as long as I get the corner and some influence on the top, I think it'll be okay. If he wanted to, he could Atari here and extend, and he can live in the corner. But getting the outside influence and capturing these feels like it would be worth more. So the Atari and living seems like it would be like a last resort. Okay, he extends. I feel like this wedge works, but we'll find out. It feels like he doesn't have enough liberties to really do much. And after he connects here, which doesn't look good, I can capture. And if he goes here, I just connect here. And then he has cutting points everywhere. Suppose he could have Atari'd here and went here to try and capture these. But that doesn't feel good either. So, yep, just going to connect. Everything should be okay here. And then he has a weak group. And he does connect here. That doesn't feel too good for him. Okay, so this group is my main kind of weakness, I guess. And I want to be able to attack this. But I think if I try to kill it by protecting weaknesses and attacking this way, he just runs out, and I'm not really gaining anything. So I think I'm going to try and attack from this direction so I can try and build points at the top. And if he does cut this off or connect to these, I think it's okay because he was already out into the center, so I couldn't really surround these very easily anyway. And if he does play moves to help strengthen these, I can even consider playing something like this next, once this gets stronger, and attack this one as well. And attacking this would also be reducing the center. So stuff like this is what I meant. Like, now that this is getting stronger, this is getting weaker, and I can aim at this move. Okay, so I can either keep playing at the top here and making some points, or I can attack. Playing at the top feels like I get maybe 10 points, but playing here and attacking this and reducing his Moyo here feels like it'd be worth more than 10. But I'm very confused that he let me get stronger here first and then jumped out when I think he could have just jumped out. And so now when he runs here, I can like push once and then jump again. And then I'm attacking both groups. And because he didn't capture this, I don't really have to worry about any of the Aji here, because I can always just capture, and if he defends here, then I can also defend. So he does this one, so he's trying to get out. But I think I can just simply defend like this, and I should be connected. I can push here, which is very big, because I cut off this stone to make points here. I don't think he can really stop me from splitting him, so it still feels like this move kind of helps make me stronger, which makes him weaker. And because of this move, I can also play this attach, which is threatening to cut, and I can use the sensei move to try and do something with this group. And of course, I don't want to let him just connect easily, though this might get cut off, but if he lets me completely cut this off, there's still this Aji over here to cut off this group as well. So it feels like this wouldn't really get into too much danger. And this would be my only weak group, while he would have this weak group, and then he has this one that can get weak. So it feels like black is in a lot of trouble. And points wise, I think I'm also probably pretty good on points. If we just compare, like, this corner is probably about as big as like this one and maybe this one combined. And then this one, and whatever I make over here for sure should be bigger than this one. So even with like just kind of guesstimating, I think just by points I'm already ahead. And then I'm already winning because he has this weak group, and I only have, he has 3 weak groups, and then I have the 1 weak group. So as long as my 1 weak group doesn't just like die and he gets to take this entire center somehow, I think it should be okay for me. And if he's not careful, I can Atari here and cut this off. So it feels like he has to try and defend this somehow. But I don't really see a good way to do it. If he does this one, I just jump here and try to run out. If he played this one, I could peep. And so when I jump out here, he has to run out this way. And now he still can't really connect in one move, I don't think. So if I push here, he goes here, I extend, threatening to kill this. And if he blocks, I can just push again. And because I'm already ahead, I feel like I just need to make sure this group is alive. And with this Atari and this one and the weakness over here, it just feels like it's very hard to do anything with this. But I do suppose you could peep here and try and like limit it. But then when I run out this way, his groups are getting attacked. And I don't want to make things too easy, so he goes here, I have to connect, but then he has 2 cutting points. And if he defends this one, there's this cutting point, but I think I'll save this for later. For now, I think I'm going to focus on my weak group, and I think I'll start with this Atari. And if he connects here, I can maybe even consider a squeeze. So I can go here, here, or if I go here, he would Atari, Atari, and if I can run out here, which I'm not sure if I can, I could try the squeeze, but I don't think it works. So I think if he just connects here, I probably just have to extend. And then he would have to keep going to stop me from cutting him off. And then I just extend again. This move is very interesting. I'm not sure why this one. If he pushes this way, I'm just connected. If he pushes this way, I go here. And I'm still connected. I don't think he can cut me off. And when I capture here, all my groups are very strong. So this feels very greedy. I'm not really sure why this one. Because even if he can destroy this area, letting me connect here, I'm all connected, this group becomes stronger, and now running out here becomes very big. So I would only consider a move like this if he knew 100% that he could kill this. But I don't think he can. But we'll find out. Okay, so he does that one. So of course I'm just gonna run away. And like I said, I don't have to worry about this losing points, so I just have to make sure I'm connected to this side or this side. And then there's still this cutting point here, and this is all still very weak. If he tries to like extend here, I just capture, so I don't have to worry about this. But if he pushes here, I go here, I am cut off. So I'm going to go ahead and descend once to make sure everything is connected still. And he still has to come back. Okay, so it looks like he's trying to aim at this move, which if he goes here, I just kind of block. If he goes here, here, I feel like I should have enough liberties, but he has cutting points here. So I think I'm just going to simply just play it safe, get rid of all my weaknesses here, and then if he doesn't defend the cut, then I'll cut. Because something else I kind of have to worry about is if he goes here and I go here, even if I can capture, maybe he can get some extra stones on this side to build points over here, which I don't think that would be big enough to win, but that is something I have to be careful with. And here I just need to make sure I stay connected. So if I go here, he pushes, I block, he pushes here, here, here. If he cuts, I should be able to capture first because I have more liberties. So he can play under and make a lot of points here and reduce my points. But again, the main thing he should be worried about is this cut. Okay, if he goes here, I can just go here. He goes here, and I'm connected. So I don't really have to worry about any of this. All of this seems very safe. So since he didn't defend his cut, I'm going to go ahead and attack this now. And no matter where he goes, he's pushing me towards one of his weak groups. If he goes down, so I'm going to prevent the tiger's mouth. And now there's a cut here. So he has to play the bamboo. And then I can just keep going down. And since I don't have any weaknesses anymore, it's very hard for him to get out. I do have to worry about this group dying if he surrounds me, but I don't think it's that big of an issue. So he goes here. So I have to worry about him coming out here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If he goes here, I might lose this stone, but that's only one eye. And I'm more worried about this group becoming weak. So if he lives, that's okay. If I make this group stronger, I can attack this group still. So I think I'm going to shoulder hit here. Because playing here feels like it's a little too narrow, because he can play like this, and I have to connect, and if I have a stone here, it feels very over-concentrated. And my goal is to attack this group, not really make points at the top. So just getting out and strong makes it a lot easier to attack this. So my goal is not to just live here with points, but to attack. Although, if he's going to let me push here, of course I'll go there, because now that's much bigger. And his corner is not very strong yet. So if I was black, I would have pushed here once and then Tanuki'd. Because now you can see that this space, even though you can still go here and I connect, it's still a little bit over concentrated, but not as much as it would be if I just played something over here. And this is a little bit better than if I just attached here and he Tanuki'd, because if I attached here and he jumped out, I would have played this instead. So it's probably not too bad for him, but the corner is very weak. And I'm very surprised he isn't playing here. So I could just defend like this, which seems good enough. I'm not sure if I have anything extra I can do. So yeah, I'll just do the simple defense. Which this is actually helping make him weaker, because before he could have played here to get maybe an eye here. Now I don't think he can really get one. So if he goes here, I just push here. And he can't make this an eye because me eye between this one and this one. And when I play here and he connects, there's not another eye he can get. So now this group doesn't have any eyes. And all he did was help me make myself stronger. Okay, so if I go here, he cuts. I Atari here. If I capture, he can go here. So again, my goal is not really to go all out to kill this. So just going to connect here. I don't think he can cut me off. So I'm going to Hane here to put pressure on his corner. And of course, I'm just going to connect. And this Hane is pretty big, because now his corner is very damaged. So I do have to be careful about staying connected, but if he extends here, I just connect. And he has the weakness of the Ataris on both sides, and I can still run out. Okay, so he's trying to cut this off, I think, and use the Aji over here, but I don't think it really works. Because if he connects here, I'm just going to play here, which is capturing this stone and connecting everything. And when he captures this stone, I can just play like this. Which this could be a Ko, but if you think about it as me trading this stick of stones for this corner, I think it's more than good enough. And getting a Ko out of it makes it also pretty good. And after this, I believe this corner should just be dead, I think. And I was already ahead on points. The only downside is now all of his groups are 100% alive, but I don't really have any weaknesses in my groups, so it doesn't matter too much. So he goes there. So, like I said, I don't really care too much about this, so I think I'm going to just start attacking this group, and he's the one that has to worry about the Ko. Okay, so he does connect, but this has plenty of eye shape. I don't think he can escape and live here, so I think this is just dead. So yeah, just pushing here and trying to capture this, I feel is more than good enough. And there's still weaknesses here I can use to surround it. So if he tries to run out, I can just Hane here, go here, and then surround. Or if I wanted to be really greedy, I can even maybe attach here and threaten to like connect under or run out and splitting it. Okay, so now he's trying to attack this one. So if I Hane here, he Hanes. I go here. He goes here. Or Ataris, I have to extend. He goes here. He captures first. So I believe I just need to surround him. Not sure. It's probably safer just to do this. I don't really need to kill this, I don't think. Okay, and then just run out. So yeah, let me check with score estimator. Well, it's saying it's dead, so it's hard to tell. But it's saying I'm winning by 55 with this dead, and this is not worth 55 points. So I should be ahead by quite a bit, and I don't think I have to worry. I can run out here, or I can go here to make an eye here. I can make another eye here. So I'm not too worried about that. So I'm just going to attach here, threatening to damage this area. Okay, so since he's going to let me go here, of course, I'm just going to take it and just capture. So now this is 100% alive, so I don't have to worry about it. This still has to worry about living. Okay, so he's trying to live here. I think I'll just push here once to try and limit his ice base. And Atari, or threaten to Atari here. Okay, and then I think I'm just going to run out. So he can live here. Or maybe I can even go like here and here, but my main focus is to not die here. So I'm just going to run out. And then if he has to come back and defend here, then it just doesn't feel very good. And yeah, here it says I'm still winning by about 30 points or so. And I will just simply capture this. And he still, since he doesn't have eyes here, eventually he's going to have to also capture this. So he has less points here than he might think. Okay, and he resigns. But yeah, so even though he kind of lives here and he lives here, he just gave me way too many points. He didn't really get enough points, and he just had to worry about his groups. So I probably could have been more aggressive and killed this and maybe killed something over here, but I was already ahead by more than enough, so I didn't need to. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.